All right, we're here with Chase Larison. He's CrossFit Dash, one of the head coaches there. So we're gonna do some T4 extension and some rotation. So these are really big with overhead athletes. Anytime you have any overhead athlete, even if they're golf or rotational athlete, they need both of these. So let's go ahead and have them sit. So I like this, I prefer the seated. Go ahead and sit down. So this is for T4 extension. What T4 extension means is thoracic spine extension. T4 is just a segment there. So he's gonna cross his arms, put his head on his forearms, and then typically I'll have the person's deep breath in, all the way out, and then I'm gonna follow him in. So I'm just gonna kind of gently open-handed punch the patient here. Deep breath in, all the way out. Try not to break any ribs here. And deep breath in, all the way out. And a lot of times a patient can do this themselves. You can do this as a warm-up in the gym. Let's do one more. All the way out. A lot of times though, you're gonna deal with a lot of muscle tension here, so they're gonna really feel it kind of jam at the end, and that means they need to do it. Good. We can also do this standing, so I'm gonna take the chair away, go ahead and stand up. So standing, it's a little bit trickier, so go ahead and put the arms on the wall, on the forehead, on the forearms, and then the hips have to kind of come back in this position. Deep breath in, all the way out, and not as good here. If we're seated, it locks out the low back here. It's not gonna lock out the low back, and we're gonna just get this whole extension through the entire spine. I don't like it. I don't like it. Try it one more time. All the way out. See, too much arching there. So for him, the ideal position would be seated. So now we're gonna do T4 rotation exercise here. Go ahead and you're gonna sit on your back on your feet, down onto your elbows, and then depending on which side, we're going to do right side first. So put the right hand behind the head. You're going to open up that side and back down. So sitting back like this is going to, again, lock out the back. That's the key here, because he could roll. I mean, if you pivot forward, try it again. If he's here, he can roll through, he can rotate through the low back. We don't want that. We want to isolate up here. So sit back, do it again. If you're trying to help somebody do this, you can kind of open up a little bit here, just gently kind of open up the shoulder. A lot of shoulder issues are going to be, they're actually going to feel it in the shoulder in this position. One more. Good, switch sides. But a lot of shoulder issues are going to kind of stem from this T-spine area. If it can't move, you're going to be forced to move through the shoulder, and that's going to be uncomfortable. Try it again on this side. Good. On this one, he's a little bit better. It's probably a right-handed individual. Go ahead, you right-handed?
Yep.
Open, open, open. So I don't have to help him as much, but you're gonna feel kind of where you're not gonna crank into it and back down. One more. And open. Good, all right, you can open up. There is a variation I'll show really quickly on this. If that's too uncomfortable for the person, we're gonna put our arms straight out, you're gonna open. And you're just gonna do this. It's kind of like a warrior pose. The goal is to see the hand in the mirror on the other side of the body, so to kind of open up past this arm. So the other side will look like this. Same thing. This is usually what I'll give somebody if they have to do it, you know, on the golf course or something like that in the office. That looks a little weird. This doesn't as much. That way they only get grass stains on the knees. So, cool. Thanks.
That was good.
All right.
Thank you.